What's up, you guys? So look, one of the things I always loved about comic books were the relationships that were depicted in them. Because even though some of them are borderline abusive, like Joker and Harley, toxic like Peter and Mary Jane, or just simply dangerous and unhealthy to be in, like any woman who has a relationship with Daredevil, there are a lot of comic book relationships that depict what it means to be in a relationship, a true, valuable, loving, healthy relationship. Someone you can turn to, someone who has the answers to your problems, someone who you can feel emotionally safe with, someone who completes you, someone to make you truly happy. So today, we're going to go over 10 of my favorite relationships and pairings between Marvel and DC.
All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. Yeah. You don't ever come to me. Yeah. All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to try to keep these organized. So first, we're going to do Marvel. And the first Marvel relationship that I like, I don't think it's any surprise. This is probably everybody's top 5. Definitely one of my favorites. It's definitely the one relationship I think of automatically when I think of Marvel relationships. And that's the relationship that's between Gambit and Rogue. I love this relationship, right? This is just one of my favorite relationships. Not only because Rogue and Gambit are two of my favorite characters, two of my favorite X-Men, but just because of how it's depicted. You have two people who see each other for what they are. Rogue knows Gambit is a crook. She knows he's a playboy. And you have Rogue, who Gambit sees is sensitive and kind, but full of sadness. But that sadness is layered underneath the love that she can't really feel because she can't touch nobody. But both of them accept each other. And while, of course, it's hard, you have what I think a lot of people in their 20s, like me, before they officially get together, don't mind having. Someone who you talk to, go out with, flirt with, play with, that one companion that is overall, you know this is the person, but maybe it's just not the right time. I love their relationship. And it's a relationship that is just like any normal relationship. You see its flaws, its ups and downs, times where they will separate and go with other people, times where they just can't stand the crap out of each other, but they're always there. You got that one person that, you know, you're always going to run back to. So when they broke up, times when they're not together, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It just makes me so mad.
No. Wait. No. Fuck. Shit.
But at the same time, when they finally got married, man, I was so happy. It brought tears to my eyes.
It's enough to make a grown man cry. And that's okay. You go right ahead, T.
That was so beautiful. And another reason I like them so much is because it's like DJ from Only Stupid Answers and Sal from Comic Book says. If you look at these two, they are the ones to most likely get down. They are the ones to most likely want to, you know, do some things, bump and grind. It's just natural for them. First of all, Rogue is one of the sexiest female X-Men alive. And Gambit's French. He's not French, but he's Cajun. He's a charmer. Rogue is a flirt. She could be a flirt. She could be a tease. She's cute. She's fine. That southern accent is it's a turn on. Shit. Rogue can get it. Rogue can get it. I don't care if this is a comic character. I don't care what nobody says. But they're the ones to most likely do things. Back to Rogue again, right? They're the ones most likely to do things. But because she can't touch things, it's a relationship that's based off of deeper meaning. Rogue knows that she can't do anything, and Gambit understands that, but he still loves her. So he understands that he has to actually bring value to the relationship. He has to be more than a person who's just trying to smash. I like that relationship. Another relationship I like in Marvel is the relationship between Cal and North Star. Now, I don't know Cal's last name, and it may not be surprising to y'all that so far the first two things I represent for relationships are mutant based. I love the mutants. I love the X-Men. I'm gonna keep saying that. I don't care how many times it gets said. I don't care who gets tired of it. I love the X-Men, right? The reason I love Cal and North Star's relationship so much is because of what it is and what it isn't. And here's what I mean by that. You have Kyle, who is a normal human being. We all know in Marvel Comics, mutants are hated. They're hated. They're feared. Normal people think they're disgusting. Blah. Stay away from me. A lot of humans don't even like mentioning them. A lot of humans, if they're related to them, they disown them. But you have Kyle, who is a human, who's like, I don't care what people say. I don't care you're a mutant. Sure, there's a lot of mutants who give mutants bad names, but not all of you guys are the same. I love you. I want to be with you. And no matter how many times Kyle's life is in danger or he gets kidnapped or how many times mutants kind of go against their own brand, he still loves Northstar for who he is. Northstar isn't the friendliest guy around. He's not a monster. He's not a bad guy. But from personal experience, I know how hard it is to be an asshole, to have anger issues while trying to have a healthy relationship or trying to find love. And still, Kyle sees that. He sees him as a mutant. He sees him as a guy who's angry and can be repulsive, but he's still there. He still wants to be with them. He still loves them. His love is not changed. His love does not waver. I love that about them. Another relationship I like in Marvel, again, is it's a mutant relationship, but it's not mutant on mutant. It's a mutant and an alien relationship, and that's the relationship between Wiccan and Hulkling. I like this relationship because, how do I say this? Okay, Teddy and Wiccan, their partnership that's getting away of the relationship, and it's like they're there to, when someone's doing wrong, when one of them are doing wrong, the other one is not going to say, "Oh, it's fine." They're there to say, "This is kind of dumb." No, I like that. But related to real world, Hogan and Wiccan were created in a time in early 2000s. We all know the 2000 era, early 2000, mid 2000s, especially now, is not a friendly time for certain groups. The LGBTQ community, minorities and stuff. In a time in a world where certain groups are hated or prejudiced on, their relationship is stated, but it's not thrown in your face. It's not thrown in your face in a disgraceful way. It's not thrown in your face in a disgusting way. It's organic, it's natural, it flows. So it's not really there where it's like forced or shoved, or it could seem like it's offensive to the LGBTQ community. I like that. Another relationship I like that's, again, mutant based, is Mystique and Destiny. I really like this relationship. Now, some people be like, what about relationship between Wolverine and Mystique? I don't see that as a relationship. Well, I can see it. Actually, I can't see that. But that's not like when I see Mystique, that's not like a well. This relationship shows how you find a person who fills you, fills that missing void, who completes you. And without them, you're empty, you seem purposeless, you seem like you're still searching, you're unhinged. Because when Mystique loses Destiny to death, and Destiny is dead and I'm gone from Mystique, she's unhinged, she's untied from the world even more than she naturally is. She becomes more of a monster, more of a loose cannon. And then another reason I like this relationship, it's a relationship that's based off of faith, blind faith to that. And I mean that quite figuratively and literally. Mystique may not be blind, but Destiny is. But however, because Destiny is blind, Destiny can still see the future. So there's things where she'll tell Mystique she needs to do or that has about to happen. Mystique trusts her. It's a relationship that's based off of trust and faith. But it's also a relationship that fills you. I love it. All right, so I did 4 relationships, right? I'm gonna do a pairing now. Because there's other relationships I could do. I'm probably gonna make a part 2 of this video. But I'm gonna do a relationship pairing that's not really a relationship, but I can see happening. And that's the relationship between Emma Frost and Namor. Now, people was like, people could say I would have put Namor with anybody because he's always flirting with women. You know, Hugh Storm. There's an X-Men comic where he flirted with some type of amphibian creature for access to the kingdom. But him and Emma just makes sense to me. Because Namor, Namor has got to be one of the most arrogant, cockiest dudes in the Marvel Universe. He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He does what he feels is best for that time and the situation. Now, maybe that wouldn't work out. I've dated female versions of what I think is the female versions of me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. There's a lot of clashing. But you have someone who's a king, someone who sees herself as a queen, and that's just an interesting pairing I've always seen. Anytime it's mentioned, I wonder, like, where could this go? That's a pairing I've always been interested in. It's not, and I don't know if I would say I like it better than Emma Frost and Cyclops, because that's one of my favorites too, because Cyclops, she makes Cyclops more confident, but he also becomes more of a despot. He becomes more unmoralized. But with her, it reverses, while she becomes more observant of her actions, and she begins to question herself more about the things she's done and things she's going to do and who she is as a person. So I don't know if I like that relationship better than that one, but it is one I like. All right, guys. So we did 5 Marvel. Now it's time we do DC. And the first DC pairing I like is Superman and Wonder Woman. Now, Superman and Wonder Woman, this one makes sense to me. You have 2 characters who quite literally are like each other's equal. Except, unless you talk about like how Diana's royalty in a way. But you have 2 equals on a power scale, 2 people who can understand each other. I like this pairing way better. This pairing was always cool to me. I like him with Diana way more than I like him with Lois. Because to me, if Clark wasn't Superman, if he didn't have the Superman side of him, I feel like Lois wouldn't be interested. However, with Wonder Woman, she understands his alienation side, but she appreciates the Clark Kent side because it shows her how to level herself out. So I always like that one. Another one I like, I love this one. This one just screams to me. I don't know why. I love this relationship right here. Poison and Harley. I don't know why I love this relationship so much. This one, anytime I see it, I'm like, this is cute. Like, this is, well, the boys out of me like, oh, this is hot. This is, yeah.
Oh! Oh, yes! Yes! Oh!
This is hot. I don't know. I love Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. That makes sense to me. Especially since you have someone who's just so, I wouldn't call Harley, well, yeah, I would call Harley unhinged. But I wouldn't call Ivy stable, but she's definitely more stable than Harley. But I like it. I think the reason I like it so much is because It's very rare to find a person who understands your trauma, who understands you may be stuck with somebody, but they're not really good for you. You want to move on, you want to do better, and they understand that, and they help you get through it, and they still want to deal with you. They don't be like, well, come back to me later, or I don't want to deal with that. They're helping you get through it, trying to show you better. That's probably the reason I like it so much. The third one I'm going to mention is Cyborg and Dr. Sarah. I like this one because the idea is for someone who accepts somebody for who they are, no matter what downfalls they come with, no matter what they might be lacking, what they might not be able to do, to find someone who accepts you and accepts the lackings of what may not be able to come. And what I mean by that is, look at Cyborg. He's a cyborg. Dr. Sarah, she doesn't care about that. She says, look, you're a cyborg, fine. You have metallic all over your body. It's not about your body. It's about your brain and your heart. And you're still a good person, and she likes that. You know, you might have certain girls, especially in the generation nowadays, and be like, you're a cyborg, you don't have a dick. We can't fuck. That's going to be a problem for me. Or who might be like, you're not human. It might be cold to hold your hand. She doesn't care about any of that. She's always willing to help, to be there as a confidant, to talk to help him through tough times. I like that relationship. I feel like people need to strive to be more like that relationship. The fourth one I'm going to mention is a pairing. And this is the pairing between Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Now, we've seen where this pairing goes, right? Flashpoint. They don't fight each other. But what if Mara and him wasn't together, right? What if this took place on the main Earth? I could possibly see it happening. You got two different worlds. What if they actually brought their kingdoms together and it wasn't a war?
Oof. You're gorgeous and fierce and strong and I know we went to war with the Amazons, but that was before my time.
You got two people who's from essentially three different worlds. A world full of women with no men, a world where they hate men, a world where it's humans and they don't, there's a way that, in a strange way, I feel like there's a way that could work. They're both royalty, they're both leaders, they're both, I feel like it could work. All right, relationship number 5, I have to say the best for last. This is another one of people's top 5, most likely. This is the first one I think of when I think of DC Universe. Black Canary and Green Arrow. I love this one as well. I don't know why. This one, anytime I see this one, I'm smiling because their interactions with each other are so funny. And that's another thing you want. You want someone who makes you laugh. You want someone who sees you for how giddy you are, how witty you are. And they're like, yeah, he brings out a side of me I don't know. She brings out a side of me I don't know. It's not always so serious. Everything, what I've never agreed with this, but they say you want someone who's your friend first. I've always took that as start as friends. I don't agree with that for certain reasons. I've been through that. We might make another video about that. But you want someone who ultimately is your homie. If y'all was to break up, y'all would still be cool. And that is definitely Green Arrow and Black Canary. Not only would they be cool as homies, but it's like, if you take away the pressure of always trying to have PDA and everything, you'd be like, oh, they're great together. They should be together. They're best. I love the relationship. So yeah, guys. Those were 5 and 5 of my favorite relationships between Marvel and DC. Honorable mentions will be like Batman and Catwoman, who, you know, Catwoman loosens Batman up and he starts to actually show emotion. And Batman helps Catwoman become less of a criminal. Ultimately, you want someone who makes you become better, who betters you as a character, as individuals. Psylocke and Archangel, you know, Archangel wants to be there, but because of his situation of how he's being controlled mentally, but Psylocke won't give up. Wally and Artemis from Young Justice. Yeah. Those will be honorable mentions. But let me know in the comment who your favorite comic book relationships are, who you think will be a good match, and who you think just don't belong together at all. But yeah, it's the day for love, guys. It's Valentine's Day. So if you have that special someone in your life, go do something nice for them, go spend time with them. Go have fun with the baby tonight, go crazy. Don't be too loud, don't be disturbing the neighbors. Don't be trying to rub y'all love in everybody's face, because not everybody is as fortunate as you. If you are fortunate to have someone, enjoy the moments, right? Enjoy the moments and work on the hard times there. Don't always assume that the hard times mean that you need to break up. Don't always assume distance for cheating, secrecy for lies and cheating. Maybe it's a surprise. Maybe they're just trying to work on themselves. Don't always assume the worst. Relationships take time. Relationships are hard. Love is hard. Love is hard. If you're waiting for that somebody, work on yourself for them to come back, or don't give up on that person. Love is hard, right? So if you have that person, treasure them. Treasure them. Don't take them for granted. Females, don't take men for granted. Men need love too. And my guys, don't just use these girls for their bodies. Don't just do these girls dirty. Show them chivalry is a day. Do right by each other, because like I said, not everybody's fortunate to have somebody. If you have that person, do right by them. Men and women, treat each other. Don't succumb to society's bullshit rules of what a man should do for their girl or what a girl should do for their man. If you have somebody you really want to be with, and you're with somebody, be honest. Be honest. For all my people of the LGBTQ community, LGBTQ. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. But don't let the society, don't let your family, don't let anybody shame you of who you are and who you love. Don't wait to come out. If it's making you happy now, go for that person now. Go for changing yourself now, or going for that guy you like, my guys, or going for that girl you like, my girls. Don't, like I said, love is about completion. Love is about happiness. So don't avoid it. Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Let love come to you all. For all of those who have love, I hope you guys succeed. I hope you guys prosper and go far. For all of those who are waiting for somebody, I hope they come back to you. For all of those who don't have anybody, I hope you find that person one day. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Let me know in the comments who your favorite Marvel or DC love relationship story is and stuff. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.